told you a man married children legally in 44 states, you would say he has to die. 44 states, he married children. In 44 states, he had sex with children in 44 states. And you knew that. I'm showing you how you are. You would demand him to be dead. You would demand it. Am I right or wrong? But yet your government has 44 states marrying children. Your 44 states has child marriage. And yet if one man did this in your community, he will be dead to your community. Right or wrong? If y'all knew for sure, I'm talking about for sure, not speculation like you try to do us, not assumptions like you try to do us. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you knew for sure, for a fact, that this man, that an American, went state to state having sex with children, you would want him dead. Right or wrong? But yet that's what your country doing. Yet that's what America is doing. And that's why that's where I stand. So differentiate me from all these conspiracy theorists that's talking about stuff that they don't even know happened. Aliens and UFOs and rainbows upside down and all kind of crazy stuff. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about something that your government passed by law. That's what makes my war and my battle more unique than any leader that you ever had. They didn't use the laws to show you the enemy. They didn't use the laws. You name any of them. All you can go back to is say where you was discriminated against by law. Yeah, okay. But laws with children, laws that would immediately make it their death sentence, not something we gonna change. No, not none of that. Not, we gonna get that together. Nah, 44 states marrying children is a death sentence, man. And I'm gonna show you how that you feel the same way. Because if it happened anywhere else, if one man had did this or two, a man and a woman had done this, you would want them dead. That's the bottom line. But you get coward when it comes to the government. Yeah, you can get out here and fight people. You can get out here and shoot guns, but you're scared of the government. So I'm still more high-ranking than you because you're scared to face the real enemy. I don't care if you're getting money or not. You will soon find out that your people is destroyed, and so are you. So all you had was a simple, temporary pleasure for a moment while they're getting a plan to destroy you. Donald Trump he's still trying to get back in office. Don't forget that. And what you forgot about is that his supporters said if he doesn't get in office, if he does not get in office, that they're going to start a war. They already said it. And this was if I'm not mistaken, the man I saw, he said he was military, ex-military. This ain't no bushwhack guys around a campfire drinking beer. That's what you think the Trump supporters are. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Because I almost thought that. It's these southern bushwhack people that support Trump. No, it's more than that. In fact, it's some of you black people. It's some of you. Shows that you do not know who he is. He was a counter to stop racial progress, racial relations progress in America. Right after Barack Obama was in office, he came right in. Now you would think if he lived here in America, that he will hold it beyond his feelings about Barack Obama. You would think he will hold it significant that black people finally got to the level of leadership, the level of commander-in-chief in this country. You would think that he would put his biased feelings aside and acknowledge that through his administration by not picking on black people and playing with black people. Because if you think that's what I'm doing, you got nothing coming. I'm not picking on anybody. It's time to clean house and stop the bull. America stinks. It stinks. When the man that tells you what's right, you esteem him as wrong when you got 44 states marrying children. That stinks. That stinks. And I don't care who you are, I'll tell you to your face. That stinks. What we have is people in this country that go after convenient enemies. I say this over and over. You go after people you know you can beat. That's how they always do. You go after people you know you can beat. You know what that means? You know what that means? You go after convenient enemies. It's convenient for you to challenge somebody that you think you can beat. Right? That doesn't make you no man. What it makes you is a person that will only challenge people that are things or any other elements, whether it be system, laws, or whatever, something you know you can beat. That doesn't make you no champion. What makes you a champion is you to realize 44 states allows adults to marry children, and you don't care who comes after you. You don't care if it's the government, because I know good people are going to be on my side. If you ignore that, you're an evil person. I didn't ask you to love children. I asked you to enforce the laws, enforce justice, enforce the law of justice. Because it's no way this country can stand with 44 states marrying children. It can't happen. God is gonna knock it down, or you gonna knock it down. You can make the decision. Which one who is gonna be? What is it gonna be? Because it's not gonna stand now that it's been revealed. Because it's been revealed in a certain time, which is the signification, it's time for it to go. We could have been figured this out. We could have been come to this point. So you got to pay attention to spiritual release of information. We could have been figured this out. So why are we figuring it out now? Because now is the time for it to fall. I can't tell you why. I cannot tell you for the world of me why I'm the only person in this country that has said this in the format and in the capacity that I've said it. Yeah, you've been talking about a little bit of stuff, but not in the capacity, in the mass amount of information that I have. I've been given all this information. In other words, and I can't tell you why it's not. It just now happened. I can't tell you. I can't tell you why. All I can tell you is everything's changed now. You can't go back. Ain't no normal. Now that we go back, the normal is 44 states marrying children. That's your normal. Why you talking about get back to normal from COVID? When you get back to normal, 44 states is right there with it. 44 states with child marriage is right there with you going back to normal. You call that normal? You call that normal? A man finding compatibility in a child to marry a child? You find that normal. But you calling me weird. You calling me strange. But 44 states is marrying children. 44 states has child marriage. But I'm the weirdo. I'm the weirdo though. That's worse than that's up there with the gay, with the homosexuality. For you straight people that say, well, I would never be with no man. You men out there that say, I would never be with no man. And you women out there that would say, you would never see me put my tongue on a woman. Nasty as that part of a woman is, you'll never see me. You same people to do that. The nastiest thing in this country, for all you straight people that pride yourself on being a heterosexual, yeah, you're a heterosexual, in a country with 44 states with child marriage. That's the most disgusting thing that I've ever seen. When you realize how disgusting a child is, some of you ain't got children. When you realize how disgusting a child is, for a man to do that, or a woman to do that, you should be ashamed talking about homosexuality. I'm just being real with you. Don't hold your head up. How can you hold your head up when you talking about the pride of you being a heterosexual, but 44 states got child marriage? I don't see how you can be prideful of your country and this culture. I don't see where it's coming from. I don't know. Maybe you see something I don't see. But I can see nothing else and more with 44 states with child marriage. I don't care if you don't like who it's coming from, because they made me the enemy. See, God set it up perfect. Because you know how? Why? Why you know why I say that? Because see, you was all after me, right? You was all up on me, putting pressure on me. Like I ain't see that. Black people putting pressure on me when I walk outside. White people doing the same, but they driving around with it. All y'all putting pressure on me all this time. And the very man that you made go viral in your community reveals that 44 states got child marriage. Boy, if that ain't a setup, I don't know what is. Because you was all around me, waiting for something to happen to me, and then I revealed 44 states has child marriage. That's my work. Oh, I'm on it too. I got 300 something videos. Just in case you think I'm slipping. I don't have 20 videos. I don't have 100 videos. I have 300 videos. 300 plus videos. Yeah, I'm going hard. Real hard. While you think I'm being corny, this is deadly information. This is information that would get your head blowed off if you was doing it. How is it corny? When they'll kill you for doing the same thing. How is it corny if you got caught doing this, you would be a dead man? How is it corny when I'm telling you what they doing? Because you a corny person yourself. That's what it is. You sitting up here listening to this, smirking, you a cornball. This ain't no game. And ain't no way out of it. What you gonna say? What can you justify? How can you justify that? And that's why y'all frustrated. That's why you mad. Y'all mad. That's what it is. You mad because ain't no wiggle room out of it. All you can say is, we got to start over. My point exactly. Which means this all got to go. It ain't no repairing this. Okay, so if this happened in a house, let's say in a house, because what you have going is you have the lowest age of consent worldwide record. Still, that's outside of 44 states marrying children. That's outside of that. You got the worldwide record. That means no, you can't look to no other country. I know, it was shocking to me. This is shocking to me too. You got the world record. So that's a system that released the world record, right? Which was in the state of Delaware in 1880, 7-year-old children could have sex with fully grown adults. By your American government. It wasn't no other name. It was called America then. It was called America. It was called the United States of America. That same government passed a law that allows adults to have sex with 7-year-old girls. Now, let's just say this system is a house, right? If there was any house, mansion, hut, any style of house where 7-year-old girls were having sex with men, what would you want done with that house? You would want that house demolished, condemned. You wouldn't want it repaired. Would you want it repaired? You see the point I'm making? You would not want it repaired. You wouldn't want to see it anymore. And that's what I'm talking about concerning the American system. You still talking about let's repair it. But you wouldn't do that if a man and women were having sex with 7-year-old girls in the house or any kind of facility. You would want it destroyed. But yet you feel you can repair this system. Not even if you have the capability of doing it. You shouldn't even want to see it anymore. Just like you would not want to see a building where men in this country were having sex with 7-year-old girls. You would not want to see the building, right or wrong. You wouldn't want it repaired, you wouldn't want nothing done to it, but destroyed out of your sight. So why you don't have that same perspective with the American government? You see where I'm going with this? Why you don't have that same perspective with their system that did that had sex with 7-year-old girls? They passed these laws through the American system. This was not something some men did on their own in America. These laws were passed through what you call the American government. And that's what makes this war that I got unique. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. And you cannot say it's a conspiracy theory. How's a conspiracy theory when it's an actual law? That's a law, buddy. Boom, boom. That's a law. That ain't talking about UFOs and conspiracy in the government. I ain't talking about none of that you can't see. You can go see these laws right now. You can go Google it right now and see these laws. That's what makes my war unique from all the other wars in history. I'm using what they established in their country against them. They can't say, "Oh well, we don't." You the one did it. You can't say it's my fault. How's it my fault? And you can't say it's biased information that supports my operations against you when you the one made the laws. You decided that this was good. You decided that this was this was something in your preference. This was not something that someone made you to be, made you out to be. You showed your preference for children in 44 states by marrying them. You showed your sexual preference towards children, right or wrong? Right or wrong, guys? Right or wrong? They showed their sexual preference towards children by marrying children in 44 states, right or wrong. And right matters. I don't care what color it was. I don't care what color the people was that did it. Right matters. And that's why they hate me. That's why they're making up lies on me. Because I'm the one to reveal the truth. It makes perfect sense. We can't do nothing to him because he's telling the truth about our laws. So we got to try to assassinate his character. And they still not successful doing that because you see who I really am. You see what I'm really talking about every time you see me. You know the real reasons why I don't like this country. You know the real reasons. And these are the reasons. These are the reasons. These are the reasons. 44 states marrying children, child marriage in 44 states. 40 states allows adults to have sex with children. 20 states allows no minimum age, which means they can marry 7-year-old girls and boys right now here in America. I don't care if it's with parent consent or not. It should not be an option for 20 states to allow you to marry children with no age particular. That means you can marry any age. This is a law. So that takes us back to the world record of 7 years old as the age of consent. That takes us back to that. In the state of Delaware in 1880, the age of consent was 7 years old. That the no minimum age law takes us back, which means they can marry down to 7 years old. That takes us back to that. That takes us back to 1880, and y'all talk about progression. You talking about progression, but you going backwards law by law. Hey, I'm just keeping it 100 because the laws reflect really the progression of a country or the evolution of a country. Why you still got 40 states married with the age of consent under 18 in 40 states? Explain that to me. Why you got that going on? You talking about your group is the evolution. You talking about you the evolution, but you didn't know this, and not only did you not know it, you didn't change it because you couldn't change something you didn't know. So how are you progressive? Explain to me. Why? Because you got some commercials on TV where it show a whole bunch of different ethnicities together dancing around? Are you serious? When you got 40 states with the age of consent under 18, how are you progressive? How can you, and how can you actually, if you do got some progression, how can you count yourself still? How can you count that as progress when you have the most important thing, which are children, according to your American values? You have them up there having sex with adults in 40 states. No progression, other progression even matters because you're not progressive in the most important place concerning children. I'm not making this up. I can't make it up. And like I say, it's not biased information. How is it biased information? How is it biased information when you made the laws? I didn't put this together to make it sound like a certain thing. Did I do that, guys? Guys, did I do that? Did I put this together to sound a certain way? How's that possible? How's that possible? So who you mad at? Me or you? That's what makes this a perfect war. Because at the end of the day, whether you're racist or not, I don't know. I don't think all races are pedophiles, right? I don't think there's all white supremacists are pedophiles, right? I don't think so. So how you think they feel about this? Their countries who they're so in love with, 44 states got child marriage. I would even have the white supremacists on my side. Don't you see? You can't win this war. Ain't nobody gonna sit here and challenge what I'm saying. I don't care what I did. I don't care what you think I did. It doesn't matter. What matters is these 44 states marrying these children. I don't care if you like me, love me, hate me. I don't care. I don't need your emotion. I don't need your feelings. I don't need your support or acceptance. When you see this, 44 states marrying children, if you got any kind of heart, if you got any kind of conscience, if you got any kind of empathy for what I'm portraying, conveying to you, then you would just take off when I tell you this. You would just take off. Period. You wouldn't even think about me. Yeah, that guy, yeah, he told. You be so busy taking off. So now it's showing you can't play smart people. Now it's showing what you're really about. Oh, yeah. You say you're about protecting children. You want to protect your community. Now we're going to see that. We're going to put that to the test. Because if you ignore this information, that's a curse to you already. You can't go running around playing with people, but then when people show you who really doing it, you ain't got nothing to say. You don't get the luxury of that. You are doomed to move to action by what you've already done against innocent people concerning pedophilia. You are doomed to action. You cannot sit here and you think God's going to let you sit here and say, this person is that, this is the third. Then I tell you, 44 states. I know you want to hide the fact of the surprise effect of this, the shock value of this, that the person that you was accusing come to wind up telling you about your own country that's doing the exact thing that you accused them of. 44 states marrying children. They ain't pedophilia. I don't know what else is. Because you ain't got no compatibility with a woman. With a child. We already established that. We already established you could not have any compatibility with a child to marry them. Anybody falling in love with children? Like men and women falling in love with each other? Yeah. You're picking on all the gay people, but look how it turned out. Look how it turned out. Look how it turned out. All them heterosexuals didn't tell you this, did they? They sitting up there thinking they so good and grand. You know, they pride themselves. You know, it's some Americans out here who pride themselves. Family man. I'm a family man. I'm a family man. Well, while you're a family man, 44 states is marrying children, brother. While you a family man or a family woman, 40 states, the age of consent is under 18. While you a family man in America, you got the world record for the lowest age of consent above all nations. Take that, family man. While you going to order a pizza for your family, take that with you. That's your breadsticks. That's your breadsticks. While you ordering the pizza for your family, take these breadsticks. 44 states marrying children, buddy, right here in America. Take those breadsticks in the house with you. Put it by the nightstand with the lamp on it. Let your family chow down on that, buddy. Let that be your family movie that you're going to put on tonight, partner. 44 states marrying children. That's what I'm talking about. While you sitting up here thinking you're a family man because you went and got a pizza. I'm a family man without trying to be one. 44 states marrying children. 40 states the age of consent is under 18. 20 states allows adults to marry children with no minimum age. And you got the world record for the lowest age of consent in the state of Delaware in 1880 at 7 years old. I'm the family man, buddy. You can hang up all them little titles and all that little thing, all the little pride you think you got. I'm the family man. Because if you the family man, they ain't done nothing for us. What has it done for us? Because if you a family man, indeed, it should exceed past your own children. I can't make this up. I can't say it any clearer. If you are a family man, it should exceed beyond your own children. That's what I'm doing. I got a kid too. And in fact, my kid is older than most of your children. My son is 15 years old. Whether he's in my life or not, I'm making a point that I've been a man that put a child in this world. We can talk about what a man and father is. We can get into my personal story. All you need, but I don't even need to do that. All we need to do is establish that what you think I'm already on all the levels that the things that you deny me of. He ain't pure, he ain't this, he ain't that. I got a child in the world. Boom. Hey, as far as the universe and God goes, you messing around a man that has a child in the world. Not some weirdo that never had no children. Yeah, I'm in the category. I put a child in the world. So I'm right there with the rest of everybody. The parents of the country. I'm in your bracket. So see how messed up it is? My son is 15. And because of the stuff that you're doing, he can't even really be in my life. Why would God bring him into all this madness? Think about it now. He has to be kept away until you get defeated. Oh, it's coming. But just keep in mind, I got a child in the world too. You ain't doing nothing special, in other words. And I'm the one doing something special. 44 states marrying children, revealing that is special, buddy. And I don't care how much you go buy pizza for your children and whatever else you do to show that you so love children, it will not compare to the man that revealed Your American government is marrying children in 44 states. The age of consent is under 18 in 40 states. 20 states allows adults to marry children with no minimum age. And you have the world record for the lowest age of consent being in 1880 in the state of Delaware at 7 years old. No family man can beat that. You can buy 1 million pieces, buddy. You can buy, in fact, you can buy pieces for the whole country. You could be the pizza man for the whole country, partner. And you ain't gonna beat that by rank and importance and priority.